State coffers are not spoiled for the party that wins an election, but resources for the country's social and economic development. I shall protect the public purse by insisting on value for money in all transactions. Public service is just that, service and not an avenue for making money. Money is to be made in the private sector, not the public, and measures will be put in place to ensure this. We must create wealth and restore happiness to our nation. We can only do this when we have an educated and skilled population that is capable of competing in the global economy. We must expand our horizons and embrace science and technology as critical tools for our development. We believe that the business of government is to govern. Ours is to set fair rules. We will provide vision and direction and shine the light down the path of our entrepreneurs and farmers.
I was have a mama wakwaba ye jasu jumedie ne de bro live on OK 101.7 FM. Sound live so your partner radio stations or madara my did me bro nyina Naspa radio Migachu FM okukren to me King's Jersey radio or New Jersey Adamfo Pa media France Belgium and ye de bremo yeso de despite media number 1 numero uno OK 101.7 FM minimi producers Eddie name is Hansen Yabo captains by Eddie bro ne we will fire from all cylinders. No shouting, no they we will state the facts, the figures, and what the economists, IMF, World Bank is saying about Ghana. It's official. Ghana is in a mess. We are in a crisis. Say this is a crisis that is temporary. We will be able to solve it. IMF proposals is supposed to take us from now to 2024, 2025. But say a year temporary and now say a year permanent will be dependent on how Ghana managers of the economy will take the IMF bill and help fix Ghana. This is the 17th time I call IMF. Me see any no yawa level. You fire no cylinders. The facts are here. My checking in I read all the IMF World Bank report on Ghana, African Development Bank report on Ghana, other countries. My that's nasi etie in total. His Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo speech 7th January 2017 or that's now Kodjano so first 2017, the powerful most resounding speech ever yenya Ghana. Under 1992 constitution, you started here the year Juma. All the inaugural speech are yenya. This Nanadu speech or the Ghana for 7th January 2017 was by far one of the most powerful deliveries. Jabba the old bit media to President Rawlings speech. President Rawlings did the crowd from 1993 constitution into well, it wasn't that dramatic because he was continuing. No, being Rawlings so style that. But for President Kufuor, which was after so many years of President Rawlings, 2001, his inaugural speech was another powerful speech. And then over a year, friends say President Muhammad on the back of Atanusu, our debate now, Konyasu 2012, and Nanado there, one of the powerful speech. And we'll share video very critically. You can see how Ghanaians, everybody, there was a new aura, a new energy, vim. Everybody supported Nanado. Say, look, you try this in MPP, at least where there we can see, say, and then Nanado, you see, Nanado was not compared to President Kufuor at the time because he was by far young people know President Kufuor, President Nanado struggles. No, A lot of them did not even know that President Kufuor was part of Rawlings Aban in the 1980s, and he left Aban for lack of for differences in opinions and ideology. No free more. But man for bebre no mahu Nanado kumi prekom. Oma ba betina sem se papa we wo Vim. Ye hear boldly the be obetime change Ghana and Nanado. And that was the energy that was evident. Our Independence Square Honum 7 January inaugurating Nanado 2017. In fact, even in 2021 inaugural speech and Nanado man sabre na COVID upano. A first conference utumu say na Vim still ewo. And I have analyzed President's speech, and I'll put it to President His Excellency Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo. But you see, even before I'll put it to Nanado, Onoankasa even admitted in his 2021 speech, he said, he does not take the mandate of the people lightly. Mandate na Ghana for their man, no. He does not take it lightly. And that he cherishes the mandate of Ghana for that to believe in him. 2017 on my speech, NDA say, I thank you, the people of Ghana, for believing in my humble self. This is President Akufo-Addo, His Excellency. I thank you, the people of Ghana, for believing in my humble self and giving me the mandate. And I do not take this mandate lightly. I'll go back to Nanado's speeches in 2021 and 2017 because Okoti JB Dankwa, Okoti Buzia, Okoti Nkrumah, that is how powerful. And also the atmosphere. 2017, but all your beer, go back to YouTube or Facebook and watch the video of His Excellency giving his speech. Even NDC MPs were clapping. Even NDC MPs were clapping. Said, at least, Papa Wanyini, whatever politics, Muwabe, Obianim saw a human rights lawyer. And you see, Ayana Kofokano media for no. Nanado and MPP campaigned on a promise. Say, we have the men, we know the solution to Ghana's problems, we have the antidote. In fact, we have the solution in our manifesto. And if you give us the mandate, you better fix Ghana. What's the difference between Nanado campaign 2020, 2008, 2012, and 2016? You can see, say, Nanado ran a completely different campaign in 2016. And that is why Ghana for a man 1 million extra vote. Nanado to me kotina baby no ni kofo di apesia bom. O to me kofa ensuom oye campaign. O to me kofo trotro okoto dokono first kokoa ya totun Kofi Brookman to show that this is the president who was with the people, understood the people, is with the people, is one of the people, is willing to solve the problems of the people. We are not saying that the president hasn't done that. I'm coming there. And if you look at President Dubai, one of his major projects to today, what kind of Nanado, you know, say he's very committed to it, free SHS. And if you read World Bank and IMF reports now, they have also indicated, say, the IMF program, they will not touch free SHS because IMF in the World Bank, they are all for social programs, and what long-term impact. And look at President Kufuor. One of the reasons why I Fourth Republic, President Kufuor didn't say school feeding, NHIS, a major transforming project. Na me de ba can say my basis so kwabre for no meba ho because me ye kwabre konfo enti say His Excellency kwabre na okoka che kwabre for say ma se me bepa mo for vote. President obeba be apologize. He will come and apologize to kwabre for. He will come and apologize in fact to all Ghana for who believed in him and removed Mahama. We sacked Mahama and gave President Akufo-Addo the mandate to fix Ghana. So the president will come and apologize to us. Why? He said, and to Kwabre for directly, and to Ashanti region voters, Nanado, Sir John is a rep of Ashanti region. Sir John na 2012 or say Nanado, NDC for Nam Sir Nanado Yare, when you stroke, Nasa Nanado or wheelchair Mukra, they will bring Nanado and they will vote for Nanado. And everybody, including Kwabre for one president Kacho say, one ambassador be poor mucho for vote, believe in Nanado, say Nanado. So what say wheelchair Mukra, we will vote for Nanado. And they voted for Nanado. And they did not just vote for Nanado, they voted resoundingly for Nanado. And Nanado Nankasa in his speech in 2017 say, well, who Say Ghana for Ginidi in 2021 after COVID. President Herman inaugural speech. Mami call back to that speech. Or say vote a Ghana for the man renewing his mandate for another 4 years. It's not only a confidence to say why you are there for 4 years, but it is also an indication. I'm reading the president of verbatim. I say I don't take this lightly. It's a demonstration of the confidence and trust, and also for the considerable amount of work that is supposed to be done in the next 4 years on the part of TOS way. And these are President Akufo-Addo's Excellency his own words. The part of progress, prosperity, and the programs of his people. This is President Akufo-Addo. 2001, the inaugural speech was say, or 4 years mandate na Ghana for their money as an indication. So we jinidi, omu believe no, omu wani mua reshemu, omu wani mua hotoso me kana brofa kanichi. These are all adjectives in Akan Kasa. They believe him, they trust him, an indication of also their trust, the trust of the people in honor President Akufo-Addo. What the better you match? Just omu jinidi, omu wani mua hotoso, omu wani mu jidie. Any, I won't find myself president, but to me, I hear the assessor what they are gonna in the next 4 years. This is what the president himself said. And President Nakasa quoting Kroma, what the mamma escape and Bahobi and America say about President Abaso, free SHS they were delivered. IMF no World Bank of Christ were delivering, is still delivering. Yeah, there. But the indicators of the economy, no, terrible. The president on campaign platform in 2012, catcher say, President Kufuatia Konyaso, $1 cedi, $1. $1 cedi, $1. Mahamani atame osebaye, 2 cedi, $1. Na only President Mahama and Kobeba be catching Kofo say, I am sorry. Nti President Akufo-Addo, this one they nye fia na fire. People are playing your own videos back to you. Na Gabi Mekan, de facto vice president, or say President Akufo-Addo to me anye galam say o tweet on one edit to Twitter. When to me anya galam say, I'm fixing Ghana here, posterity will not forgive him. Gabi, we will not allow Gabi Asare Ochedaku to come and define or to come and exit himself from government. Gabi Asare Ochedaku can never claim say on this mess. $1, 15 cedis. Gabi who can. So men yet Twitter, men ko tweet 3 years or 4 years ago. Na me ka say Gabi, stop Twitter now. Twitter now who Twitter government issues no. Neja kojo upon kroma no onye na adwuma as communications. A government that has kojo upon kroma, Elizabeth Ohini, senior most, the legendary Elizabeth Ohini, Oboshi Sai Kofi. These are the and Mamifa Kwabene Japan count. These people by no means are communication gurus, but government cannot communicate. Government cannot communicate. Government nakasa complaining say, oh, media for against you. The government has all the powers, the resources to communicate to the people. You have all these big people in your government. My sideline is Oboshi Sai Kofi. My sideline is Elizabeth Ohini. When you coordinate Japan, crab bonusuli at the baby. Now your communication, Kojo Ponkroma is not able to speak. Then I Kojo Ponkroma Meka. If you have Gabi on Twitter, tweeting every minute, then I expect to say Kojo Ponkroma Meka, sir. Then Omeka. The dollar is 1 cedi 15. $1, 15 cedis. Then our person could up on command mekan for you. Granted, say Ghana. Ye niama bebreno. Yes, the economy ne hange order that. The fundamentals they've been weak all this while. And yen anado nema fundamentals of this economy ni weak. The fundamentals of Ghana economy have always been weak because if you look at Ghana, I am a report which I say, ye importing 40% of fertilizer from Russia. I'm going back to the IMF report. 40% of Russia, import. 40, you imported from Russia. It is a planting for food and jobs. And as a minister, a free year koto ye effective. On per se bekanasem, by me fire. You got guy not to Abama me. And agri minister, no to me taxes, mammy, me fire. Yet, or asantini by me fire. This is about Ghana resources. A woman say yes. Issues were yenim the akoso wa the power struggle between Achim and Asante for we know it. Baumia crowd why them? These are issues. A wa bemu party biaba now cast factions woman say no cre. some time ago, I think that was 2012. News far, and say in NDC, there are 5 factions in NDC. I'm saying, hey, there are no factions. Today, they will tell you there are factions, but they are in opposition. Into opposition and factions, no, now should I minimize it? Oba Bema no be actually. President Kufuor Konyasi said there are factions there. There's a Chim Mafia. And he say, Asante Foko, some say, no, Obi and say, is there. Is there. Let's go back to the IMF because Mafia and the MYN, the Ebeboy economy, taxes, what we have. You imported fertilizer from Russia. Now say planting for food and jobs is effective. And then na dollars or PPP near the quarter Russia fertilizer no. And 6 years MPPT akonya see fancy fertilizer factory. Does it even make sense to you? And then na me economy so. And then na yen fancy fertilizer factory. And then na yen fancy fertilizer factory. Na yen employ Ghana for ye kofa if you Russia back. Eti Russia war back. Na usu. Now who caused them? Now who caused them? If you go back to President's inaugural speech in 2017, or so they are in the business of ensuring, say, they will create the light on entrepreneurs. Say about entrepreneurs, no better manufacture. They create jobs among young people like what Ghana. Instead of a fertilizer factory, no. Other than a imported. Because politicians in the party chairman for now you are more a mafia, sir. Omo na import fertilizer no from Russia no me dey Ghana enti factory ni dey omo ma yensi China. It told the dollar eco import 40% of your fertilizer from Russia. They are kawako by Ukraine. Can you blame anybody? This is why a Ghana former Nanado 1 million extra votes. Omo Jeffrey Mahama ho no de man Nanado say we believe in you. What the politics achieve almost 40 years. Say if there is anybody in the history of Ghana I bet me fixing Ghana and Nanado. You are the one. You are the one. And look at what the fundamentals are. Mami, if you honor, see, you know, according to World Bank, it depreciated from 24% in 2020 to 27.3% in 2021. But if you read World Bank report, what they are even saying, say, see, the net depreciated about a year first, 40%. It's not even 27.3%. 40%. Inflation, it do 60%. It automatically ukuta 100 Ghana cedis in 2020. Then they ukuta the same 100 Ghana cedis and now. Niama o de beto, ubetime the 100 Ghana cedis in 2020. Our fufu, at your top money, at your Ghana. Today in 2022, you cannot use 100 Ghana cedis no to pay your Kenya and use the same thing in Adia fufu. That is the impact of 60% inflation. And the Adriani inflation is the highest. Cautious statistical service for statistics. Food inflation is the highest. And where is the solution? MPP cast or the Bemayeno? Yeah, they use facts. So where is the issue? IMF, Agri Development Bank, most of the international communities, there are things that are not in the control of our bank because who read the IMF report on the Africa Development Bank? They are all saying, say, America for inflation, America for in order to kill the inflation in America, they decided on increasing foreign reserves. On increasing foreign reserves, on increasing interest rates in America. Investors on our African countries, third world countries, near the end you and on America because or the call America, obenya more on his savings. That is why Ghana bonds there are no dollars in the system. America. They can make more money in America bonds than in Ghana. One of the issues that Ghana need control. By far, the whole world, according to IMF report, American dollar is the strongest currency in the whole world. It has become the global economy. Who to mean control? But who would the obey control? And who would the obey control any import? No? Ye imported insure $5.1 million from Spain. Pure water, mineral water, 5.1 million. That's one President Kufuor obey control. You can ban mineral water. NASA 5.1 million now. Yadi imported pure water, mineral water from Spain. No, yadi must scan to the Bank of Ghana. If we ban it, these are the balls now. They name se President Kufuor kumi preku no nonsense Kufuor. That is what we want to see. This is the kind of kumi preku Kufuor that we want in this crisis time. We want the kumi preku Kufuor fire. I will come back and give President Kufuor the example in Cote d'Ivoire. crisis by ya Cote d'Ivoire for a reshuffle. Minister of Interior oko, Minister of Defense oko, Minister of Security, you know. Nanado. IMF is consistently telling you, World Bank, IMF, Africa Development don't say the cost, Ghana cost, one of the things here come Ghana see, you know. Whereas Niema yes spending a sikano on no. Sikani yedibi revenue swate. Revenue swate. Usika unyano eswate. And so Sika would the ball home brand no cost. The question is Cote d'Ivoire for reshuffle. The president is excellent to win. Cote d'Ivoire for reshuffle. The president is excellent to win. Cote d'Ivoire, Omo Ghana, where they America. Na yakokaso omo the advanced country. And then Europe. Cote d'Ivoire, my reshuffle. President is excellent. And I know, say, in the coming days, in next week, by next week, you better fire be a basic or parliament. You better fire a basic or cabinet. I know that MPP cabinet ministers need be a jack. And they are putting it to the president to meet and say, hey, Diakono, why BBI will resign? Diabesi Messi, because 2 years now can all die. Diabesi Bia NC. In the coming days, you will see the tables that will shake because the president is refusing to reshuffle his cabinet and deal with some people. Reshuffle his cabinet. Obian Kasesaki Obia, Odia system, game of chess. But maybe I'll give you some suggestions and may feel some margin coins and president in But let me take you back to the IMF and AE. 2021 Ghana growth was 5.4. Omo say growth ne kwa yenya na agric and service nti tio agric and service kra no 2021 am a growth of 5.4 into ya ban ya wopese creating jobs my boys and girls said ya boy omo nkofro kaswa pole nku omo ho a ekanya agric wo so we planting for food and jobs se wo di sika no eje asase e wo sirem e wo afran place ene ye dua eyi enkate ye dua bro Yedria hwan bayire and China for ton bayire wo UK £1 per bayire bako. And can look at the number of jobs we can create. Ghana bayire wo Mexico shops or America ye tono $39. Na omo ye so proud so my body Ghana yam. Kokrachi na konkwanta kwa asase da ho. Planting for food and jobs mumusa honorable free yakoto say sikano we. Planting for food and jobs sikano ewe he. Oka no wakopa nkofo pa say me fire way mum fire Vim Lady mame cause wakoka masem as if say planting for food and jobs you no kwan dia a part of Ghana public debt Ghana ye ka public debt you say ye twem epic ye twem even 70% Ghana GDP twem as of last year Ghana ye public debt e ka ye there it was 76% GDP today Ghana's public debt e 80% GDP Ghana public debt e ka ye there no e 500 million Ghana cedis. I want to Ghana ye do 500 million Ghana cedis. 40% of sa Ghana ekano a dollar cedi the exchange rate. When the fundamentals are weak, the cedi will expose you. No, that is what the cedi is doing. $1, 15 cedis. $1, 15 cedis. That's what the cedi is doing. Ghana ye so blessed. Kokata kowe de oil omo de ayo omukrom. Kokata. And the Ghana boys, and this week, for Ghana boys, be over 1,000. The omuko kata, omuko yeduma, omuko yedmo stadiums, stadia no they are prepared for World Cup. Ghana boys, of course, Ghana need oil to sekata. But this year, between January and September, Ghana oil revenue, sika yenya oil mu $9.7 billion, and yet $1 billion. That is how much Ghana made in oil. What do you say, sika no? Less than $1 and about Ghana government. They are carrying about $8 billion. Abrofone de ko mukrum. Eti your maya, you person you changing the fundamentals of Ghana. And Kenya want to say, Busiana ye jina ye dibetua es grasha. Busiana ye dibetua insihu for loans. Ghana nkwani o maya ye je Busia dibetua Busia. Ye je Busia dibetua Busia. That is why our currency is the West after Sri Lanka. Yani Sri Lanka for ne bosso. The West after Sri Lanka. Ya Bobesian ya dia Sebosian. And ke ya Jebosian na ke ya see a free necro And then America said that is why we need the Kumi Preko Kufuado back. His Excellency Nanado Otiakonyasu, you know, Yenimno. President Yenimo. We want the Kumi Preko Kufuado back. That is the president that we want. 2 years here, okay. That is the president. Me na me betna eh. And I can say president Anjini din 2 years here. President, one way ye uko opposition. Nkran keto akra mechia. One president Kufuor nkra obi ahia no kra. Uko a friend say Peduasi Lodge. Ye hu no say president Kufuor di obi as oh Mr. President person no twa picture. One way president Kufuor do. And Antina me blaming the people around him. Because the people around him near effective. Obi anyone be president akọ kwabre your World Bank no akọ ka che kwabre for say ma masem be pa mo cho se mo to aba hey edru sa level no ma masem be hwe sa the president that we believed in president na ye gi ni di ye no ye nya vim ama be say even MPP for crowd we say oh president wa bre wa yoluman accord bebre we lose ya man in 2016 even omo ye non-MPP for ordinary people class Mama Kufuor nanko experience no one when na dwimudo wa ben the experience we need that experience. People supported President His Excellency. Everybody supported President His Excellency Nana Dankwa Kufuor because of GDN ahotoso and here war president say this is the man who can save Ghana. So you be a Fourth Republic, obetimi agye nanado sa na vim no na keyepe. And we cannot use the same vim. This is the highest level of inflation in 18 years. 18 years at Ghana. You started Ghana your democracy be 30 years in 1992. This is the highest level you see the no so depreciating. High inflation, high CD depreciation. It is a mess. Na eno na ehwo yawo na frustrate His Excellency no yawo no frustrate president and oye pani na se bibi jejewa e was say wotobo it me na I'll come back to my suggestion, one of which I'm saying say president to no okono for eyeme a monko ontwa so to no okono ontwa so. We have a crisis on your nationwide broadcast. First and foremost asem na okache mahama no on make the same thing. I am sorry. Ghana for $1 na kodu $1 15 cedis. First thing, okay, Mahama. We are only repeating the same thing. Where the president, with all due respect, and yeah, there's no disrespect in this. We're only saying, say, the Awukache Mahama repeat the same thing. But yeah, national broadcast, fellow Ghanaians, Ghana is in a mess. Fellow Ghanaians, Ghana economy or the ambulance move. Fellow Ghanaians, we messed up. Who never fuck up? Hands in the air. Ghana quite a struggle. Sri Lanka is struggling. Nigeria is struggling. Even Rwanda crown on IMF report. They had issues with Rwanda growth. They had issues. It's in Ghana, but the president, the attitude, how MPP government is managing this crisis is a mess. I was here. We have to say it. How let me repeat it. Ghana is not the only country in a mess. Countries are struggling. Nigeria is struggling. Sri Lanka is struggling. Pakistan is struggling. IMF report. Countries are. Egypt. Egypt is in a crisis. Bro, wheat in brodo pan. Egypt is in a deep hole, more than Ghana. IMF is bailing Egypt out. Ghana is not alone. But the question, and this is not the first time I call IMF bailout. This is the 17th time. Me say, said the government way and manage crisis. No, it's a mess. Quote me anyway. Government is not managing this well. And it's sad for Abayan Nankasa, Abayan Nankasa, Atritio. Government Nankasa, Atritio, no Nankasa, the acidity. The government itself is taking itself into opposition. And I don't catch it, say breaking the 8. And I do not catch it, say breaking the 8. What happened to breaking the 8? I feel don't catch a break for say one patch or say and twaba. Whereas would him say Alan, anybody miamo market time and no cry another matter altogether. Now, even if Mahama year 2024, a big problem because Mahama cannot manage the economy. IMF never manage it. Because IMF program no will be from now up to 2024, 2025. Don't make a my answer. This is 2015, this is the problem. 18 was a fixing economy. He said about Mahama by in 2024. He will not struggle because economy na Mahama diao. Ghana for dia. And Mahama by 2024. So on forever. Fixing the economy now will help create jobs for tomorrow. Say Mahama na bebo, say Baomio, say whoever, say Kofi Krantion. Fixing the economy now. And the bebo whoever will come. Because new 2024 no stabilize it. But one fix ya. Enu 2024 na se Mahama na beba Kofi Krantion, Baomio, Alanchemantio. It will be worse. You bedu 83 and I want here ya Burkina Assembly be better Ghana no. Although that will not solve the problem. Because how dare you say Ghana or Maya, we are among the emerging democracies. We are among the emerging democracies. One of the fastest growing economies in 2019. Ghana, you see, yeah, one of the fastest growing economies. And then a crash. We are heading towards a crash. The Yanko IMF now will crash Kodoto. Say, your foreign reserve, international reserves, a 2.5 to 3 months. Say IMF and Bemwa, Ghana Sikaya why the Babo ban Hobra. It will only take care of us 2.5 months to 3 months. And one nasa, you're very chilling. Just and chilling, and you're very. Just and chilling, and you're very. IMF said the Yakrani consumer. I'll say Ghana is the second highest consumer price after Sri Lanka. This is Ghana. IMF report. And I sat throughout the night writing everything. Ghana's inflation is the highest. It's the highest in the world, though. And yet Africa, well, they after Sri Lanka. Ghana, no. Highest in the world after Sri Lanka. This is how far Ghana has come. And I make us say oil prices. Yenya oil, Ghana, we are leading. Until this year, we were #1 producer of gold in Africa. Ghana, they are leading gold production. And then on my Gold Coast, we don't have a Ghanaian gold company. And yeah, me and I see me read the comment. We are me, I'm person may respond. We are Ghanaian. Now say ufi kwabre, ufi achem, ufi asante. Ye two gold or asase so. Te say me amena na Amasia Central for ye two gold or Ghana asase so Gold Coast. Ye two gold that two gold or north. Enzema Western Ghana ye two gold be bia. Oil Ghana nyakupa maybe water region be bia oil. Be bia oil Western region oil. Iron ore or nyakupa maybe. A country that is blessed. Aden na yankasa the first the biggest producer of gold in Africa. Aden na yankwaje Bosnia. Na yankasa ye the Bosnia ni betu ye gold. Ashanti gold for Ghana ni 1% shares to crowd. Yaton Ghana ni 1% shares. Ashanti gold. Say China for the company no China for and Ashanti gold. Ufi boasia su. Ufi adansi su. Ufi amansia start crying. Ufi achim start su. Ufi akotia start su. Ufi Western region start su. We are Ghana near branch start crying. Yeti gold so. You need gold company one. Ghana for dia. You bet me and say you say yen Ghana for this is our gold company. We don't have one. We don't have one single gold company. Ashanti gold nedini dasu kwa. Enye dia China for ato. 1% to create him. Yet on 25% shares. I think 15% President Kufuor time. Ye 11 hours are here now. President Mills the time you toy. You see this kind of budget support. Nina Obi advert empty and advert in a scanner way. Ashe. Sikano ashe. $83 billion now ya kwajo IMF for no. These are my suggestions to His Excellency President Kufuor. Number 1, may I find Kosi Cathedral. Cathedral they are told you. We should go nowhere near Cathedral. It is true the president is commissioning projects. But now Kosi dying. Ama judges is very good. But you see, and this is the difference between President Kufuor and President Nana Addo. You must do mass projects. This free SHS. It's a mass project. I can't Ghana for you. But we see a diamond judges here. Ghana for saying the Ashanti region. So count your project here. The Otikajeti market, no, they don't care about that. Always see judges. Ye de here, and sunny idea fata. Ye de here, and sunny idea fata. Enti uba ye na wasi bibi kese factory kese wa Ashanti region. Ya fa boys in nyina guma omu ye fertilizer. Because unim say cocoa board cry de ka. Fertilizer na ye kofa free Ukraine no. Dollar ninti fertilizer bo no so kosoro by the percentage of the dollar depreciation ye kosoro. Enti akuafo no nya fertilizer ngu omu cocoa so. The truth of the matter is next year, next 2 years cocoa production go from. In fact, say cocoa board de ka. Una nabido cocoa kobusano. Cocoa board edeka. This is Ghana. Cocoa board edeka. Cocoa board already ka. Because cocoa board, no, they are interested. Omo di sikano total V8. Cocoa board in Pennyford Tete East Legon and a Quia 40 bush. Cocoa board. Fly first class. Omo Pennyford fly first class. Business class. Omo be more cocoa board 2 days. Ikromu na to die with East Legon. Cocoa board. Omo to die. Omo be adwuma cocoa board nansia. Omo to die with East Legon. We are Kuania. Me say, people are not angry. You should be angry. Next time I will party, MPB Babaso be busa for vote. Busa no these questions. Omo 50 Ghana, reject it in Jesus' name. Refuse it in Jesus' name. Omo 50 Ghana need t-shirt, reject it in Jesus' name. Busa no question way. And yes, sir, ubedi 50 Ghana, who we are kwa fro kaswa pole, euku. Ubedi 50 Ghana. Cocoa board for fly first class. Omo officers to East Legon and a queer 40 bush. Cocoa board de casses here. Omo de ka. Omo agitation eh basso norms. Oh, you increasing FOB price for cocoa farmers. Kosi saying. FOB price for who? What you should look at the city exchange rate. And then for so amumpo cocoa board for munya wo city exchange rate. Because moto cocoa ni na dollar. $80 na moje no mama ekuafo FOB price of here my den. But this is what we are fighting. This is the issue in Ghana. And the IMF say Ghana no so my sika said then cry to be ntua because 11 no yen to me anje. IMF, this is what IMF is saying. Or say industry be grower. Industry which is a year first say agri sector, any oil, any other industry. That is what we push you. This is IMF solution to Ghana. So we should grow industry. Na Ghana economy ni best sir. Any answer because of politics in Tino. Ya de ni look at Sika ya de share napcom. Say Sika ya de share napcom ni ya di see factory bako. And now the enya Ghana for boys and girls to cry 1,000 crown omukogua and ka factory ni be yesos she eku juice. Ya me eku juice no cry anything. A fantastic project on my penny facility. One casta was starting. We could not continue eco juice. By now, can we say eco juice be 10 in Ghana? Employing young people. What they acquire napco because your person be my fans. Oh, na jobs and napco no aguno. Napco no aguno. World Bank cry report to say napco no a bogus and you're sustainable because of politics over issues, politics over solution. Yeah, but idea to say policies like free SHS are solid. Of course, a few things here and there. You have a free SHS my day students, boarding school for Munchia, that would have been more sustainable. And can you physically now coach free SHS? Free SHS, yeah, uniform, about nature, PTA, about nature. How can you sustain that? Abra brochire kra munyanisa. Abrochire kra, you have to apply. So free SHS, me, I am 1 million supporter of free SHS, but we must diversify it. Because the economy cannot support what we are doing. Let me take you back to Asema America. Me say Mama President suggestion. Number 1, I will take you to his inaugural speech. The thing that IMFC and control present. Mama go back to issues. Me say number 1, me can say president be fellow Ghanaians. Na be Ghana for 1, 2. Oba no akache Ghana for say yes. At the economy, ni say baby edu no ya pem. IMF abom. That is the only solution. Admit it, Ghana. President His Excellency say who admit say Ghana economy no. I messy up. You are not wrong, and nobody will crucify you. No crano naka. Just speak the truth. Say the economy no is messed up. We are in a crisis point. To say the COVID by we have messed up and we need to solve Ghana's problem. And you are admitting. 2, 3. Okay, no, we are not catching Ghana for say. The issues that IMF no World Bank are raising, which is corruption, cost, almost like corruption. So number 2, a kaya bo man who yente so say number 1 corruption no issues no. This is what you are doing to stop corruption. Number 3, President for bill local parliament. Say, as part of cutting down your costs, ex gratia, you are proposing to Parliament to cancel ex gratia. So that over the last 30 years, ex gratia, Council of State 4 ex gratia, judges ex gratia, ministers ex gratia, MPs ex gratia, abiding officers, electoral commission for NCC for, we need to ex gratia nibi. Ex gratia nibi. So the president should come and say, Parliament say, or cancel ex gratia. 4. Almost ministers cutting down ministers no from almost 200 to 80 ministers or 50 ministers. I can president may say you become the hero. You will become an overnight hero in Ghana. Cut ministers no to 20 and now there 50 to 80. Cut ministers no to 50 to 80. Cut ministers. Ministers I can move forward. Yeah, cut 50% to pen our budget. Per diem a bank for to and say, I am a meeting in your per diem. Per diem, Nina, you come free necro, or be a way buy official to no per diem for you. No per diem for you. More did a UN one. 5-star hotels. And never Ghana, third world country. There be a term per diem. These are the things we are expecting the president to analyze it. Now, can you know we are Sisika Yebe save, you know? Oh, President, who they are no better to her near the IF factory on the back of the IMF. No, now at least key things are important from abroad. Ya the dollar koto a Ghana economy. No key things na important. No say ya be ye bi Ghana. Number 1 is emo ye be duamo wo Ghana. Ave email ho ya de beko akomele. President say this to Ghanaians. Number 2, wheat na Egypt for Equator ewo Ukraine. No Ghana ekoji a front place, any north and Sassina, and wheat no a supply my Egypt. That is $3 for Ghana. Sikana Egypt for the comma Ukraine. That dollar never Ghana for. We are producing wheat for more. Fertilizer now 40%. If he Russia na Ghana, Ecotono, yeah, fertilizer factory, Ghana. IMF Sikano, that is where we are going to take the money. And the president, see, so okay, can say same wage Ghana for. Mbo keshire enswa wa paka mu se president we de yenye ni deni uye boy nanado yenye udeni uye too much but se wanye we na se de ekoya na beko na enkrofo no mo be president mo dada oh president don't mind Ghana for you see because how can the people around the president most man catch president so make catch Ghana for opposition for na ekasa na nyambe tua ye nyina eka 111 how can you say that? Even people who voted for MPP are complaining. It's Ghana for your opposition. Ghana for your opposition. It's in America. Is it not the same president Okache said we should be citizens and not spectators? We should be citizens and not spectators. Media, assembly basic. But my main found come back to president's speech. You may say 2017, 7 January, the president, His Excellency Nanado, gave one of the most powerful speeches ever in the history of Ghana. Powerful speeches. Or say, he is humbled beyond measure. Say Ghana for have taken him to the highest level of voting for him as president of the Republic of Ghana. President Akufo-Addo no, or can I say 2017. And now Koti JB Dankwa in 1960, JB Dankwa can say, the duty of a government should be to liberate the energy of the people for the property owning democracy in this land so that the people can have the right of life, freedom, and justice as a principle to which a government of the land should be committed to. President Ekansa, JB Dankwa, Onwa Nebusueni. Or say, a ban bia, the JB Dankwa, some kind, or another, or the Jina, so say, or man bia, we are buying our bar. What Juma Kaseba, I say, Obeji oman foni 2 million oman holding. Now they are here Juma to the extent so oman foni benya home faswo. No many oman freedom. No many oman koswo. No many oman want to swo. Any genie akomatoye mo. President say abayi be a duty no. The question is, President, yenya akumatoye mana? Yenya akumatoye mu ana? Are we better off today? Nana do buy in Ghana for are we better today ana? President San Koti Nkrumah. Or see, Nkrumah can say we shall measure the progress of our people by the happiness of the people. By the happiness. It's your man for any happier. It's just a man and koye. A jadi for na president to Obama or mono. Aboso kind for a president by and almost to money amasono. Omo aboso kind for to my bread, almost to shop. The dollar is $1, 15 cedis. When the fundamentals are weak, the dollar and the CD will expose you. This is baby I do know. The economy is in a crisis. We need the $3 billion from IMF and World Bank. And yes, I am. Oya osikana, oya na Ghana yetu no. Yen to me refining or ye memuno. Yen ko suya from Qatar for. Yen ko IMF sikana yen fe bin 2 year oil. Yen refining water my refinery. Na ye sika $9.7 billion na yen oil ni mu no. Entina Ghana enko abrochire. Ghana yen koji ye sika na yen fa meje a gold company. Yen to your gold. Na yen refining your gold. Said the bear gold is Ghana. Ghana, yet the #1 producer of gold no will not go to Obimanso. We stay in Ghana. And if I am a fire giddy. The truth of the matter is Ghana economy no are messing up. We need a savior. And nanado na who no kumi preko nanado no a savior no. We need that kumi preko nanado back. We need His Excellency nanado da Kufuado the kumi preko Kufuado no back. When I mean your makaba can no. Have you been tamed, Mr. President? Have you been tamed? Have you been tamed? Have you been tamed? Me de manu besi anum say. And they said Debian in protest. Edumane yabre 20-something years. Me Vim Lady Makasa. Even people accuse me say, oh, now me support MP before. I guess I'm support, but we believe in the dream of His Excellency and not Dango Guvado. And Obia Sabio Bluma no Sumra so. Kwasiano si on sana adwene. Kwasiano si on sana adwene. Se Ghana ya tena economy mu ne ahwe President Kufuor memo, Mills memo, Mahama memo. Now what but now we say we should believe in you. And if you look at the president's facial expression campaign time now, what to me say he was passionate. He wanted to be president. He wanted to show say Ado, I can do something. I can do something. Me say yeni ya what Adum back in multimedia 2017-2018 ya bona nanado yenye udeni uye boy nanado yenye udeni uye brutal. And now we the same people are telling you say enkoye and enkoye because ye NDC vote. We are not saying that enkoye because the fundamentals of the economy shows enkoye come diobia ye won inflation is 60%. Is that what you promised us? See the net depreciating 40%. Is that what you promised that? Ghana economy no is dying. Is that what you promised that? So we want the Kumi Preko Kufuor back on the seat. We want that Kumi Preko, His Excellency, back on the seat. And no, any accept cry at my president. They say 20 years of screaming on air. Me cry me ya. Me 20 years me near holding. In protest today, me show we in protest. Monkante His Excellency President Kufuor said, and this show is dedicated to him. And I'm doing this show in protest. Me pound 2 hours we are protesting. I am leading the gang of protesters. Yabre. Somebody should come and do a nationwide broadcast. Speak to Ghana for. Tell us why the economy is in a mess. And more importantly, tell us what you're doing to fix it. Tell us the long-term measures. Tell us what you will do. And most importantly, again, finally, apologize to Ghana for catch Mahama so me pacho. Inti President Kufuor said, you to apologize to Ghana for. Apologize to Ghana for why the dollar is in $1, 15 pesos. Apologize to Ghana for. Apologize why inflation is at 60%. Apologize to Ghana for. In protest of that, may pon program not by force. May pon program not by force. Oh yeah, 10 o'clock on swim. Ba may pon Allah, may kabibia, may pon program not by force. We are protesting. Nanado, hallelujah. Oh, Nanado is our savior. Nanado can face Ghana. Nanado, let's try him. Let's try Nanado. Let's try the commitment. Let's try his passion. And look at his demeanor. 7 January 2017. The man was so eager. Just say, Ghana for domino, his long-term dream. So obedi president, why ye be Ghana? At least we can remember Nanado for one thing, free SHS. But I cut the fundamentals of the economy. Say your bottom, we can never be happy with free SHS. Say because if for so free SHS they buy inflation erodino. Inflation every in ako. It may say and in protest, mapon. Your friend Vim Lady a fair poker. In protest, mapon. Your friend Vim Lady a fair poker. Me say that in protest, mapon. Mapon by force. In protest, mapon. Fix the economy. Fix the economy. Fix the economy. Mapon. Your friend Vim Lady a fair poker. Opa em to aso another time. Opa so aduma no. Ya just say yapon ya bre. Yapon. I swear to God. Yapon ombre ya me mabre. Ombre ya mabre. We cannot repeat the problem every day. Bia ya beba every year on year. Asem krono an ye beka. Asem krono an ye beka. Misumi obi ba. Ye nyina ye obi ba. Ghana fo nyina ye konforma yapon. Good night Ghana fo.
State coffers are not spoiled for the party that wins an election, but resources for the country's social and economic development. I shall protect the public purse by insisting on value for money in all transactions. Public service is just that, service and not an avenue for making money. Money is to be made in the private sector, not the public. And measures will be put in place to ensure this. We must create wealth and restore happiness to our nation. We can only do this when we have an educated and skilled